Tom Renhard, and I'm from the Time to Change Bristol Hub. So sustainability is really important to think about really early on when the hubs are either setting up or if they've started to get going. And the reason for this is there's lots of things to think about. There's the financial elements to think about. There's the how are you embedded within other things. So the local authority, clinical commissioning group, they will have their own priorities around mental health. Are you aligned with them, or are you making sure that they're aligned with what you're trying to achieve as a hub? In Bristol, one of the things we've done is embedded the hub in the One City plan, so that means that there are now targets for to 2050, looking at how the Time to Change employers pledge and businesses are going to sign up to that. And we've got a measure of about 50% within the next 10 years or so, and then looking beyond, so that we can really embed the work and make sure the legacy continues, irrespective of what the funding situation might look like for the local hub team. One of the other work areas we're embedding with the local authority is Thrive Bristol. So this is several work streams, and it includes one that's focused on employment, so thriving at work, where they're working with employers from across the city to improve mental health. They've also looked at the economic cost of mental health. So you can't get people sort of on the kind of the moral argument of why we need to be doing more to challenge mental health stigma and discrimination. It's helping them to understand that there is an economic cost to not tackling this. So we've been working to support that. We've also been working closely with the Children and Young People's work stream as well, and sort of work they're doing around adverse childhood experiences and how we work with schools. So there are mental health networks, 3 across the city, one in North Bristol, one in South Bristol, one in Inner City and East, where we've gone and presented at each of those, talking about the work of the hub and how schools can engage with the activities that are happening locally, as well as the National Time to Change campaign that happens every October. Another one we've also been looking at is thinking just beyond schools. So obviously you've got work that needs to be done in primary and secondary schools, but we're also working closely with colleges and the 2 big universities in the city, which have a combined student population of about 40,000 students living in Bristol. So, and that's nearly 10% of the population of Bristol. So we've been working really closely to look at, okay, so the universities have their own work streams, their own plans, how are we all working together, not duplicating and making the best use of the sort of small available resource there is to challenge mental health stigma and discrimination. One of the other work streams is also called Thriving Communities. So this has been working with local diverse communities from across Bristol from a perspective of also socio-economic background. So sort of we have some areas of Bristol that are very deprived. I was having a conversation this morning with someone from one of the areas of South Bristol, looking at how we can get a local campaign group to go and support them with the Champions Fund as well, to help them launch their ideas and the work they really want to do, but then with that in mind that they'll carry on for hopefully many years to come. One of the other key things for hub coordinators to remember is that there's always that difficulty around funding and finance, and there is often resource needed to support this work to happen. However, if they embed it and really win those arguments around mental health, challenging mental health stigma and discrimination needs to be done, it needs to be a priority, and that can really help to strengthen your cause and your case when you're trying to push for this work to be resourced properly by local authorities.